Welcome to CEO.CA, the leading community for investors in junior resource and venture stocks. My name is Amrit Gill, and joining us today is Ewan Webster, President, CEO, and Director of Thesis Gold. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
How are you finding this year's convention?
There's a lot of energy here this year. It's pretty exciting. I think, things might be turning a corner. So yeah, it's been a good 3 days so far.
Yeah, well, let's start with the elevator pitch for Thesis Gold.
Sure. So Thesis Gold is an advanced stage exploration company focused on two assets that are adjacent to each other, north central British Columbia, gold, silver, epithermal system. It's PEA stage project, and we've got a new resource, a new PEA upcoming in the very near term this year. So some major catalysts that I think are going to set us apart from many of the projects in North America over the coming months.
Can you provide us with an update on the merger with the Benchmark Metals last year?
So the merger completed in middle of August. I think that was transformative for the company. And really, a lot of the rationale behind that was scale. I mean, we've taken two very good standalone projects and arguably are in the process of creating what will be a world-class asset. Post-merger, we laid out a very strategic plan for the next 10 to 12 months. And we've been executing on that. We completed a large drill program last year that's feeding into what will be a new resource update in the very near term, and ultimately updated PEA in August of this year.
Well, moving over to projects, so can you give us a little bit of an overview and update on the Ranch Gold project along with the Lawyers Silver and Gold one?
So we acquired the Lawyers project in 2018, and that was a historical past producer, high-grade underground mine, operational in the late 80s, early 90s, and it shut down really just because of depressed gold prices. But I think we recognize the potential there for more of a large-scale open pit type mining scenario with much broader intervals of mineralization, and quickly took that from at the point maybe 100,000 ounces through to 3.5 million ounces in the latter part of 2022. And that was followed up by a very robust PEA at Lawyers, just same kind of time frame, just late 2022. It's a high grade, low sulfidation, epithermal gold system, 3.5 million ounces at about 1.5 grams. So really strong numbers. The Ranch project to the north, so adjacent to the north, is pre-resource. We acquired that in 2020, and we've followed a very similar exploration scenario where quickly driving it forward. It is a high sulfidation epithermal system, high grade gold near surface, some spectacular results over the past few years. We've completed about 70,000 meters of drilling on the Ranch project now, and that'll be incorporated into that kind of global main resource estimate for the project.
And how many additional meters of drilling are you looking to add to both the projects?
Well, last year on the Lawyers project, it was 24,000 meters of drilling on the Lawyers project on top of the 3.5 million ounces that were already there. That 24,000 meters was strategically focused on defining and expanding what will be a mineable underground resource. Then at Ranch, so from 2020 to present day, we've probably drilled about 70,000 meters on the project, and 18,000 of that was last year. We've actually got the final drill results from that program, should be out very near term with some more strong numbers.
What does the current resource at Lawyers look like?
So yeah, that is the 3.5 million ounces that we have, and made up of three different deposits. So the AGB zone, Jukes Ridge, and Cliff Creek. Mineralization starts at surface and extends down to now we're at a vertical depth of over 550 meters with really good continuity in the mineralization. So it's still open at depth as well and kind of positioned for growth.
Let's talk a little bit about the infrastructure at both projects as well, and what we may expect in the future and what that timeline could look like.
I mean, we're really fortunate because it was it's basically a brownfield development site. Because of the active mining in the area in the late 80s, early 90s, there's a fantastic road network across the projects. We've been updating that over the past couple of years as well. So we've reactivated a couple of roads. All the bridges are now rated to 70 plus tons, so they are future proof for any kind of mining scenario. And The other really nice thing about this part of British Columbia is that it's not the kind of rugged coastal mountains that people typically associate with BC. It's subalpine to alpine plateaus, and between them you just have nice big broad rolling valleys, so it just makes it logistically a lot easier to operate year round. And we also, because we're a couple of 100 kilometers inland from the coast, we're in the rain shadow of the coastal mountains, so we get a fraction of the snowpack that they do. So instead of getting 30 feet of snow a year, we get 3 feet of snow a year. So it's a very turnkey infrastructure operation. Really, the last remaining element would be just extending the power line from Centerra Gold's Kemess project. It's about 45 kilometers to the south of us. And that's the kind of last element to get up and running.
What does your cap table look like, and what is your current cash position?
We've 174 million shares outstanding. Virtually no warrant overhang there at all. I think we're 175 fully diluted in the money at the moment. So very clean, and that share structure breaks down into some really strong long institutional support that probably make up about 65% of our shareholder base, to be honest. And right now we've got about 6 million in the treasury, maybe just a little bit under that, and that will see us through the resource, the PEA, and we also have ongoing baseline work at the moment. So obviously that won't fund any program that we do this summer, but we're in a very good position where we can strategically plan that out for what the summer may look like.
What catalysts do you have in 2024?
The big ones really are, new global resource for the first time across both the projects, and that's very near term. Then post-resource, new metallurgical work, and how we take the two projects and make that work. I think that's going to be very positive. It's a very simple flow sheet at the moment. I don't see that changing much. And then new updated PEA, and I think that's really, those three things will be continue to be transformative for the company over the next 6 months.
What is your outlook for the sector?
I mean, I'm very bullish on gold, and I think, based on the last 3 days here, with gold price surging, with the level of enthusiasm that I've seen on the floor, from kind of institutions through to retail investors, I mean, everybody seems to be very bullish. So I think, as I said at the start, I think we've turned a corner here, and I'm very excited about the months to come.
And lastly, for our viewers, as CEO.CA, could you tell us a little bit about the experience you and your team bring to the table?
So I'm a technical geologist. By background, I have a PhD in geology, and I've been working on the management side of things for a long time now. We manage a team. Ian Harris is the COO. He is an engineer, 25 years of experience, and he's brought, he's taken mines or projects from resource right through to production, so has that kind of bench strength to help drive this forward. And on that side of things, we recently just added a new chairman to the team, Bill Little. He's the COO of B2 Gold, and he helped build all of B2's assets in West Africa. He's kind of leading up the charge in Nunavut. So we're actively growing our team as well. Sean Major's the CFO. He's 25 years of experience as well, and brings a lot more to the table than your traditional CFO, I'd say. And then we've got our board outside of that. We've got some fantastic strength, and I won't go through everybody's bio, but a lot of diverse group of individuals with decades worth of experience in the mining industry, and a very strong team that is getting stronger as we transition from advanced stage exploration towards development.
Anything else you'd like to share?
No, I think that's been great. I mean, really, the key things to watch out for thesis this year: new updated resource, very near term, metallurgical work, and updated PEA August timeframe.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.